One of the other big mistakes that people make in their attempt to do estate planning is actually the insurance guy. What's going to happen is the insurance guy is going to talk you into doing this estate plan. And he has his good friend who's his lawyer. And the good friend lawyer, he's going to do all of this for you. Absolutely no problem. Until about the 1970s, it was the lawyers who were the estate planners. And in the 70s, the insurance agents suddenly decided, the financial planner guys, they suddenly decided that they were estate planners, because it sounds much more sophisticated to be an estate planner than it is an insurance agent. So they all became estate planners. And what happens is this insurance dude, and I have nothing against life insurance people. In fact, you probably ought to have life insurance. As you read my story in the book, you're going to find out that life insurance was one of the most comforting things that I had when my life became suddenly endangered. But that's the story in the book. At any rate, the life insurance dude, he lines it all up and he gets it all ready. He takes all the paperwork, he fills out all the forms for you and sits down, does the interview, everything like that. And then supposedly the insurance guy delivers all this paper to the attorney. Actually, he delivers it to the attorney's secretary, and the attorney generates the entire trust, and the attorney looks it over and then approves it, blesses it, and the insurance guy comes back and delivers it to you. You never see the attorney in many cases, or you see him for a half hour, an hour or something, and he says sign here on the dotted line, so you start signing. That's the bottom line. The real reason the insurance guy wants to do all of this for you, he could care less whether you do your estate planning. But if you do the estate planning, if you particularly do the living revocable trust, all the assets have to be put into the living revocable trust. We have to see what all your assets are in order to see if you have a taxable estate. So the basic thing is if the insurance guy or the financial planner guy can get you to do this estate planning and this trust, what he's really saying is, let's open your kimono, see what's inside. Once the guy sees all of your assets listed there, then he's going to come back and he's going to say, okay, you need to reinvest this because you're not getting a big enough return on this one, or this one, you shouldn't be doing that one, or this, we got a deal for you. The bottom line is you end up literally rechurning all of your accounts and all of your investments. And that's not always bad. I mean, sometimes you really do have dogs in your investment and the guy can do a better job for you. But I've seen it happen over and over and over again where the insurance agent, the financial planner dude, comes in, has nothing more in it than a commission, and he just turns every one of your accounts over and he makes a ton of money doing that. So don't let the insurance guy control your estate plan. Don't let him lock your family in. I had a case just in the last week or two. Man comes to me, and in California, the insurance agents can actually write the trust now. Don't even need the lawyer. The insurance agent had written the trust. He was a family friend, knew everything about the family, great buddy. The insurance guy had written the trust. Guess who the trustee was? The trustee was the insurance guy. Well, this is 15 years later. The family wants to sell the family, mom and dad, they're getting old, they want to go in the rest home. They want to sell the family home. Family home owned by the trust, and it should be owned by the trust. But if it's owned by the trust, who's got to sign the deed in order to sell the house? The insurance agent. We have no idea where this insurance agent is. And the trust specifically says, you want to replace the trustee? Go to court. Get me a court order. So we're actually having to take the family to court to get the trust changed just so they can sell the house. That's ludicrous. A living revocable trust should not do that for you. You're the trustee, you're the one that's in control, not your financial planner, not your lawyer, and not your insurance guy. you control, you sign, you do everything. The big mistake is allowing other people to come in, do this work for you, and put themselves in the position where they know what everything is, one, and two, where they actually control it. Don't ever let that happen. Don't let them set you up that way. You need to decide what you want to do, independent of your insurance guy or your financial planner guy. In my book, I go through and I tell you exactly what your options are. By the way, I could care less what you do. I'll admit that. But you do need to know what the options are. So I go in and I give you all the options. I tell you the funny little stories, and you're going to remember the little story. You're going to remember the story about the insurance dude that put himself in as the trustee and the family couldn't sell a house. That's a point I want to make. I make the points with the stories in the book. So go in, get the book. What it's going to do is it's going to allow you to overcome the fear that you have of doing these things. Because if you know why you're doing them, then it makes logical sense and you can do them. Like I said, lawyers go to school for an extra 3 years to learn how to speak and write, so you can't understand them. No. We break it down into plain English. It's really easy. Never let these guys get their meat hooks in you. They can do the work for you, but you direct the work. You can't blindly walk in off the street and say, "Hi, here I am, Mr. Lawyer. Here I am, Mr. Insurance Guy. Set me up." Trust me, they're going to set you up. And that's a mistake.